This is the enemy of all productivity tools. It's just simple, even though today it might not seem like it. I am Florian Waxhausl, an upcoming entrepreneur and musician, and today I'm gonna show you the most efficient tool that I've ever used, and it's getting better day by day. I'm gonna show you a normal day of effective planning with this tool to see for yourself how amazing this tool is. So let's dive in. Here it is. The software. But first of all, before I show you, let's dive into the foundations of Simpleology, into the principles. Every day you have 3 important tasks. First of all, here you can see the Dreamcatcher. The Dreamcatcher is an app where you can type in your laptop every idea you have. If you got a book recommendation, you can write it in there. If you have an idea for your next ebook, you can write it in there. If you just want to remember an email, you can write it in there. Everything you don't want to forget, you write in the Dreamcatcher. This is an awesome tool to relieve some stress of yourself, because then you don't always constantly need to think about tasks that you need to do. After you gathered all those things, you start with Start My Day. You will review the things from Dreamcatcher, and then every morning you start to brainstorm what you need to do this day. You go through a process of intelligent planning to figure out what the daily targets are that you need to do today to get closer to your goal. Those are the daily targets that you hit each day. And that's it. It will be easier if I show you. Another amazing thing about Simpleology is that you are guided through this process and get better every day. So you have this training where you move from white to yellow, from yellow to orange, I think, and then up to the black belt. It's a short course you can do every day, like a few minutes, and it shows you how to do this planning, how to build real habits that will help you in your life. So let's see. You hit it. Welcome to day 1 of your yellow belt training. And then you hear the beautiful voice of Mark Joyner.
Now that you have your white belt, let's move.
He's congratulating us on finishing the white belt.
Move right along and get your yellow belt, shall we? There's no point in waiting, so let's roll. By now, you should be using your Dreamcatcher all day, every day to keep your mind clear and stress-free. As thoughts, ideas, and to-dos come to mind throughout the day, just drop them in the Dreamcatcher and forget about them.
Awesome.
Okay, now let's learn a little bit of theory before you learn your new skill. What you've learned so far can make you many times more productive than most. Indeed, you could stop now and you'd have a tremendous advantage over almost everyone you meet. But let me ask you this. Is it enough to simply be productive? Look at it this way. Imagine this is you, and this is what you want most in life. Say, for example, it's to start your own business. And maybe your daily targets list looks something like this. You take out the trash, you do some paperwork, you buy a gift, you go to the store, and so on and so forth. You got each of these items done, but none of them pushed you further along toward that thing that you want. This is where the Stay Focused module comes in.
So it's not only helping you to be productive, but also the most important thing about the software is that it helps you to move towards your goals.
So now at least a few of these things you do each day will tend to be the things that bring you that much closer to what you want. Like everything in Simpleology, this is a ridiculously simple idea, but it's also a ridiculously important idea that most people who walk the earth are not practicing each day.
Like Mark tells you, it's ridiculously simple, but it's just as effective as it's simple. After I finished the video, I'm guided to some steps that help me to go through the software. So I showed you a little bit of the training that you do each day to build habits that move you towards your goal. Now I just briefly show you how the process works. You go to Start My Day, and like I mentioned before, now you will brainstorm. There are different modules that are activated for me because I've been doing it for a while. So you learn every day new stuff, which is really short to learn, but tremendously helpful to be efficient and to really move towards the things that you want. So here you start to brainstorm your ideas. Recording more videos, for example. Watering the plants. And so on. Just things that come to mind, you write them all down. You go through this process, you activate what you need, and at the end of the process, you decide to do it today or to deliberate it, which means you put it into a list where you can see it later. For example, the next day you put a date in when you want to do it next, or you can dump it. And there you really learn what's important for you if you do the process more often. So I went through the process and now I have my 2 daily targets just for demonstration purposes, and normally you have them also prioritized in order in a very interesting way. It's called HIME, high impact, minimal effort, but this is too much information for this video, so I suggest you just try it. They have a free trial. You can just type in Simpleology in your browser and you'll find it, or you click the link in the bio. Just go through the first few days of training and you'll see how amazing this tool will improve your life, make you more effective, and help you really reach your goals. At least this is what it does for me. See you in the next one. Florian Weichsösel.